So on video 6 of my last series, I opened up a poll to see what you guys wanted me to play next, and I didn't really give everybody long enough to decide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a Russian game now, which actually I thought was a really good suggestion and should be a lot of fun, but is also a quicker game in the sense that Russia's a little bit out of the Europe map. But we're going to save on to a couple of things, so I'm going to open up a comment thread on this video so that you can pick what I do next time round. I think that should give people at least a couple of weeks to sort themselves through. I should also mention as well that this series is going to go up once every day for 7 days, and then there will be a week off. There will be an entire week without videos. I'm really, really sorry. I'm on holiday. There's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to film and get this done before I go. So to be fair, it's probably not a bad idea to take a step back every now and then, have a little bit of a holiday. I'm looking forward to it. But let's just show you what sort of chaos I've got. I found yet not another map pack, Play Europe Again. This is the really big one, Play Europe Again, the 108 times by 98 tiles. It's absolutely massive, this map. It's really cool, and I have 20 of your European civs. Now you can add more, but if you keep it to 20, and to be fair, Europe probably has about 23, 24 people with true start locations on it, so a couple of people that don't really fit on the map, such as Mali, Ottomans, people along those lines that I'm not putting in Nubia. They probably could fit just at the bottom of the map, but I'm not going to put them in for now. I'm putting 20 of the biggest offenders on this map in so that we can have a huge Europe game, and you can see exactly what I'm doing. I've got disaster intensity. You know what? Let's put that up to 4. Why not? City-states 30. These are all my settings. This is my game seeds. I'm turning off barbarians because it's such a huge map. I want the computer to actually load. It's not for any advantage or not advantage, it's purely just to render the goddamn map, and we're keeping everything on. And just so you can see, this is definitely a deity game. Remember that as we dive in with Peter. So if you've never seen a true start location map before, it is literally just a huge European map. I mean, this thing is massive, and you'll see the scale of this when I show you the cheat panel. Now, admittedly, I have a cheat panel on. I know. I'm about to reload and turn it off so that you can see that I haven't got it. Like, you can see if the cheat panel's here, right? That means that you'll have this underneath the world tracker. You can quite clearly see it, okay? Yeah, so when it disappears, no accusations that I'm cheating. I'm literally just doing it so that you can see what this map looks like, because it is worth it, because it is beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to force load a couple of turns. I say a couple of turns, maybe we'll get to like turn 4, maybe turn 5, we'll see what it looks like. The first turn always takes ages to learn. After that point it's not so bad. Plus this is the benefits of editing it out, so you don't have to wait for all these turns to load. But if I put this through, you can see just what sort of map we're dealing with here. Right, actually, I can't be asked to wait any longer than that. Let's go to cheat panel and show you the toggle map observer function. Now look at this. Look at that map. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, Russia starts with a huge amount of space, admittedly. We've got deity AI, so they've got the settlers to sort of put themselves out. You can see the barbarians actually turned themselves on here. That's a bit annoying. Don't know why they did that, but never mind. But look, you can see I've got all the way up through Russia to expand into in the Urals. This is going to be a huge game, which is why I kept it on light speed. We've got Scythia, we've got Georgia, we've got Sumeria, we've got Carthage, we've got Turkey, Greece, Macedon, Hungary. These guys are actually fairly close to each other. Europe is always a little bit crowded. Rome, I really want to see a strong Rome game. That would be really good. Paris, the Netherlands, Germany. We've seen Poland, we've seen England, we've seen France, so that's all very exciting and very good like that. And then Spain down here. So definitely we've got 20 people on the map, which is really good. Sometimes it takes a couple of turns for a few of them to settle. In fact, actually, if I just have a look here, like Egypt has decided to wander across. I always wonder why the Nile doesn't get put in this game. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a little bit glitchy, the Nile, which I think for Egypt is just a touch unfortunate. They do kind of need that one. But you can see just the scale of the map. I'm excited for this. So when I put up my comment thread below, I'm going to ask you to tell me which European civ after this do you want me to play as. Now, I think Carthage would be a really fun idea because it would just be a naval civ where we take over every single city on the Mediterranean. Can we take over the Mediterranean? We could even go for Rome. We've done Rome before, but we haven't done Rome on this scale of map. Can we recreate the Roman Empire by surrounding the Mediterranean? That would be quite fun. You know, this is a good fun. We could play as England. Scotland never get the fair, you know, like a sort of a fair crack at it. Africa's pretty clean, so maybe Spain would be good fun. I think we've had Macedonia. Now, the reason I didn't do, I have promised that we'll do an Alex the Great playthrough, so I'm going to put it up as an option. I think Alex the Great would be hilariously fun, but I didn't want to do it this particular time because my recording time is limited and I'm not going to get a chance to play such an aggressive game at the moment. We're going to play a more peaceful game. So have a think about who you want me to play. Maybe even Germany, Sweden, or Norway. All these are great options. So here we are, no cheat panel. We are in the game and we are rolling. We've still got the 20 civs. This is all very exciting. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a bit of good light relief. You know what? Russia may actually be my favourite civ in the game. Now, I've never been a huge fan of Peter, and there's a brilliant mod that I'd like to show you guys sometime, which is a much better Russian leader than Peter. Just so much more fun. Grand Embassy is just, it's just a bit rubbish. I mean, maybe I can use it to get a little bit of science or culture if I fall behind, but if I'm falling behind in culture, then you're doing something wrong as Russia. +1 faith and +1 production from Tundra. You know, weirdly enough, I'm not actually going to be anywhere near Tundra for some time in this map. This is all very normal territory around me, but maybe that'll come in handy a little bit later. But the extra territory upon founding cities is really useful. The Lavra is the one district that's going to win me the game. I'm going to get loads of holy sites. I'm going to get loads of cultural points to build it. We're going to go for a bit of a cultural victory, and I'm going to use my religion in a sort of funny old way this time round. I often use my religion to get extra food or for Jesuit education. I'm not going to do that this time. We're going to use my religion to get extra culture, and we're going to have a run where we just see how crazy high we can get our culture. That's our aim at this. So we're going to go straight for astrology. You can see like 1, 2, 3 wheat fields around me. We're going to have no problem growing this initial city. So yeah, go straight for the builder. We're going to go and have a little bit of an explore. We'll go and discover other civilizations as quickly as we can. I think we're going to settle towards the southwest, head in that direction, block off as much of the European expansion as we can, and we can always go north. We've got loads of space up north. At this point, I definitely want to get all of my builders to be focusing on food production. I think we can probably get Moscow to maybe 5 population before we get our first governor, which would be really, really handy. I found my first river. Because of the huge space on this map, I'm not going to bother putting my cities too close together. I'm actually going to very specifically force them 7 tiles apart so that we can get the hugest cities that we can later in the game. I'd rather have 30 population cities and like 20 of them than having 50 10 population cities. We're going to really use the space on this map, spread our cities out nice and big. Always go for God King. It's just the best, especially when I combine it with my lavas. Just the best by far. Is that going to automatically work it? No, it's not going to. Quick, get the food in. We want to keep our capital above a certain population. This is going to be great. We're about to find people as well. I'm going to go for craftsmanship this time. We're not going to go for an oracle start. I don't think I've got the crazy levels of production needed. But I could chop a load of forests to do the oracle. I don't need that sort of stress in this game. We're going to just sort of settle out a little bit. Have nice big cities. Do it that way. Oh, population in the tribal hut. Oh, we're at 4 population already. That's actually quite good. It means that it'll stop working all of these field tiles and it'll give me loads of production. Already population 4 capital. This is lovely. That extra faith per turn is worth just buying that tile in. Remember, you get great faith adjacency just by being next to woods. So that's lovely. Let's put the lava in. I want that first religion. We're going to rush the religion through. Give my capital a bit of time to grow its population out a little bit. Yeah, we should be absolutely fine. Now, I'm going to find Poland soon, I would expect. We'll see how quickly we can come across them. The lava was no accident, but a deliberate choice that Ursa made when clicking tiles. That's what it should really say. No, I always forget just how many rivers there are on these maps. It's It's lovely. Anyway, we've got the lava down, which means we're going to start getting some great profit points. Somebody already has a holy site down, which is pretty impressive. But what they don't have is one that gives writer, artist, and musician points as well. So, you know, really, I think we're fine. It always amazes me how many people go for great profits at the beginning of these huge games. Anyway, got the settler out. The settler's going good. He is a magnificent specimen. I'm going to get the shrine going as well, because we're not far off getting our religion, and I would rather rush the shrine through than putting holy site prayers in, especially because I'm about to get another lava in that city. Here's Poland over here. We're going to be able to see them as they sort of appear. I don't want to meet them any earlier than I have to, so we're going to sort of tail back up north, but it means I can now see if they settle up the Lena River. You know, I mean, as I say, there's tons and tons of space on this map. Space is not a problem, but we want to be able to make sure that we can see them coming. And forward settling is going to be a big thing to worry about on this one. Ah, well, we went a bit too close, but that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to worry. Sample the hospitality. Have a look at her city. Here we go. Right. Yeah. Population 3. It's not even their capital. Okay. No worries. Oh, wow. We're not short of horses either, are we? 3 different sources just around Moscow. Okay. Great. Well, there we go. What a result for us. It's actually reasonably worrying that we got to 22 faith before we got a pantheon. 12 is the amount of faith we needed, so I imagine a lot of these have already gone. But that's okay. So what has gone? The builder one has gone. The settler one has gone. Okay. Annoyingly, the great people one has gone as well. I mean, if you can't get that as Russia, then I don't know what's going on. Okay. The great people one was kind of what I was going to go for there, but never mind. Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. We'll come up with something that's just as fun. Now, pastures giving us extra culture would be good because of the amount of horses we've got going. We do have a single camp, so that might help a little bit as well. Marsh, oasis, no, I mean that's nowhere near. We're going to get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Nothing along those lines. God of Craftsmen, strategic resources, give +1 production, +1 faith. Actually, that's not a bad idea, having the extra faith. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I think actually pastures might be the best one to do. They realistically, are there too many pastures? There's some truffles down there. Okay, so I mean we've got some stuff. I'm just a bit annoyed actually. I wanted the +1 from great people, but that's okay. Let's go for improved strategic resources. Let's do this one. God of Craftsmen, a wonderful religion. Oh, and Catholicism is already up and rowing. Stonehenge and Great Bath, that's why. Good God, that was quick. And here's Tamiris. Tamiris is the one that I'm most concerned about because her rampaging horses are just the worst. In fact, look, there's a horse archer. Already has made its way to my borders. Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye out for that one. I'm hoping my extreme culture is going to be enough to get me going. I'm just going to send her a delegation. Will not accept. Here we go. Lovely. I mean, hopefully she'll like us because she's normally a pretty good ally, as long as you don't go backstabbing people, and I'm not planning on doing that. I can even sell her horses. It doesn't seem like a good idea, actually. In fact, actually, how have I got horses? Have I sat on them? Are there horses here? Oh, here. Oh, I put a lava on top of horses, that's why. Well, I mean, Saka horse archers don't actually require horses, so you know what? I'm going to take a punt. I'm going to start to trade with her and hopefully get her on side because I do not want an early game war. There, it's state workforce. Okay, we're going to switch to urban planning. I think that's actually, do I do, yeah, urban planning for now rather than builders. I just think to get the lava going would be really nice. Here is John the Baptist. We've actually weirdly ended up getting the 4th religion, which is nuts, all things considered. Found the religion. Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I like the yellow line in this game. It's going to be really good. And you know what? I'm going to call this one Teve, because that's how you pronounce it. Teve. Choral music. We're going to have an entire religion focused around culture production this time around. It's going to be a little bit 50-50 as to whether or not it helps me. But, you know, that's what we're going to go for. We're not going to spread our religion around too much, so I'm going to go Defender of the Faith We're going to make Russia as difficult to invade as possible, and hopefully this will help to protect me against those disgusting early game attacks. We shall see how wonderful that proves to be. Let's get a couple of builders in. Moscow has got loads of horses to improve here. I'm also popping Magnus right into my capital because, you know, settlers. You know, these actually should be really, really good horse improvements. That should give me extra faith as well. Yeah, look at that. 3 production, 1 faith. That's a decent tile. Very lovely. Right, my government plaza. I could stick that down somewhere around to give my the shrine a little bit of a boost, but I think at the moment government plaza is all very well and good, but I need to just keep the infrastructure going in my capital. I need my capital to be really firing on all cylinders, so no, for now that's fine. We've got the lava built in the second city, which is really, really good. The second city is going to just produce for me a bunch of standing army so that I can at least hold back an initial attack if it does end up coming my way. There's no point going for the campuses too early on because I've got no mountains, I've got no coral, I've got no geothermal vents, nothing is going to help me here. I just need to make sure I've got masonry and I've built walls. I think Exodius of the Evangelist sounds like a great deal to me, just as I keep improving all of my city. You know, actually, this guy, do I send him down to the south? I could use getting in those truffles. I've got a huge immunity issue, but no, focus on the capital for now. The capital is just building granaries, it's building water mills, it's building all kinds of things. I'm sending a couple of slingers off to the southeast, just again to see if there's a Scythian horse army approaching me at pace. I'm hoping it won't. I'm hoping if I get enough deals with Scythia going right from the outset, they're going to respect me and they're going to like me. Because Scythia make a really, really good ally, and they make a really, really bad enemy of Russia. Got some good yields coming out of this city now. Oh, amenities are still a problem, but, you know, we can get through those. Ancient walls, build them. I just don't trust these Sacco horse archers. Literally, they could attack me at any point, and I'm not okay with that.